What's up? It's Tommy G here from Tide 55. Today, at the time of recording this video, it's July the 23rd. I know I'm a little bit late to the party as it's not quite halfway through the year, we're just over that now. We thought it might be a good idea for this video to go back in time and look at some of the predictions that we made for 2021 and see just whether we're on track for those predictions coming true or whether we're a million billion miles off. So at the start of the year, we put this in our newsletter, we sent it out as a way of sort of helping you as the business owner with some ideas around how you can structure your marketing throughout 2021 and what trends might happen, what might come to fruition. So I'm in the office today with Darcy and Kendall. They're both very busy, but I've asked Kendall to just read out what was said, because I can't even remember myself. So, Kendall, what was the first thing that was said in that email? First prediction.
The prediction number one.
Yes.
Was that human relationships are everything.
Human relationships are everything. Well, I guess that's still very much the case. I think the point was made on, even though we're using technology and we're a digital marketing agency, as a human being, the other side of all marketing is H to H. Human to human. It's not B2B, it's not B2C, it's always H to H. It always has to be, the decision is ultimately made by a human being inside of their brain. So relationships are very important. Building rapport, being patient, playing the long game, as well as providing ultimate value, still very much the case. So I'd mark that one as a yes. What's next?
Prediction number two was video will be more valuable than ever before.
Well, video is still very valuable. Whether it's more valuable than ever before, who knows? I'll let you be the judge of that. But what I can say is that you're watching a video right now. So I guess it's still our method of choice for delivering this to you, and it's still your method of choice for consuming it. So I'm sure that your customers and prospects are the same, and there's probably more ways that you could use video to connect to them because it's such a powerful way of doing so. What's next?
Email marketing is something that you should be thinking seriously about in 2021.
Well, I'd still say that was the case. We have a client actually who run email campaigns on a weekly basis. We run them now for them. We're the ones that come up with the content. We're the ones that come up with the subject line, the sub-subject line, the content, where the links go to. It's ultimately an e-commerce company, and it's a massive part of their business. It's a massive part of their strategy. It's a massive part of their actual solid sales strategy. It brings in a lot of revenue for them as a company. So whether you're an e-commerce business or you have an e-commerce arm to your business, or you have a list of email contacts of customers that have bought from you in the past, email marketing is very important, and it's one of the only types of communication that comes to an end. Think about it. Everything else you scroll and it just gives you more. It just gives you more stuff. Whereas with an email, you open it, you read it, you get to the end. Never underestimate that. That's a powerful psychology, and it's just a great way of keeping in touch with your customers and clients and prospects too. What's next?
Number four is nostalgia marketing isn't what it used to be.
I mean, that's obviously a play on words. Nostalgia marketing isn't what it used to be. Well, it is absolutely relevant. I'm very proud of this one because you got to take yourself back a few weeks when the Euros were on. Everyone's walking around in like Euro 96 shirts singing It's Coming Home and Atomic Kitten and Sweet Caroline. It's all throwback stuff. It's all stuff from the past that we're bringing into our daily thinking. That's what nostalgia gives us, a nice feeling of when times were better, when times were less stressful, when times were perhaps more free. And never underestimate that. We're in a global pandemic still, hopefully in the tail end of it, but it's a little bit heavy at times. And so nostalgia allows us to just release and let go and connect to more happier, high vibe times in our lives. So when you bring that out in your marketing, it does connect with people on the other end who are maybe looking for that feeling, because a lot of, well, pretty much all of marketing is about feeling. It's about emotion and connecting with people in the right way. So I'd say go big on nostalgia marketing. We've also seen some big developments, the likes of Pizza Hut using Pac-Man, in their augmented reality, scan the QR code and you can play Pac-Man on the back of the pizza box. Nostalgia marketing is very much here, and it is exactly what it used to be and more. What's next?
So prediction 5 is about breaking news stories and the importance of having your finger on the pulse.
Well, I guess it's always important to be there first, but it's not always essential. There's a saying, the first one through the door is the one that gets the bullet. Sometimes the breaking news is good, sometimes it's not, because if you get something wrong or you don't quite have enough thought or patience or preparation gone into it, it can come across sloppy, it can come across a bit rushed. So I think, yes, keep your finger on the pulse, but whether it's as important as it was back then, in my mind, essentially, to be the first, maybe not. I think otherwise you're maybe looking to always be at the risk of being a bit messy. So I'd go careful with that one for the second half of the year. What's next?
Number 6 is about rooms and videos for customer service and it becoming more the chatbot.
Oh, yes, this was a big one. So cast your mind back, end of 2020, pandemic, customer service. You had people, because more people were using Zoom, it was becoming a normal thing for people's lives. Customer service could be done through video calls. What's interesting though is literally yesterday I was on WhatsApp with BT, customer service through WhatsApp. So you can have a WhatsApp now for your business. And somebody was essentially on the other side using WhatsApp to help me solve my problem. And it made me think this is huge, because we are dancing with WhatsApp all the time. We use WhatsApp all the time. Most people, I don't speak for myself, but WhatsApp's a big thing for us on a daily basis. So if a company can essentially infiltrate a WhatsApp message, then the psychology is far more relaxed, it's far more real, it's less of a hassle for the user, I think, because they're more accustomed to WhatsApp. They have to get on the phone, speak to someone, they have to go on hold. It was nice. It was a good way of having a problem solved.
Did it solve it?
Yeah, and I felt good about it, Me and Dave, we're besties now. No, but it's very professional, and if you're a business that deals with a lot of customer service, I would recommend looking into it, not necessarily implementing it, because it needs to be robust enough for you to give a good, positive service every time, but certainly look into it. Yeah, that's changing, and it will continue to. What's next?
Number 7 is...
7, how many were there?
8.
Okay, number 7.
Number 7 is that more and more people will start using, businesses will use user-generated content.
User-generated. Yeah, I remember the picture that we used. That was a rubbish picture. It was me that did that. That's one of those occasions when you should have spoke up and gone, that's shit, don't use that picture. That's something that's changed. I'd hope that's changed in the last 7 months, that you would maybe say, don't use that picture, it's not good. So I've forgotten what it was now. User-generated content. We have a couple of clients who we thrive on user-generated content. We're constantly searching the hashtags for these clients because they're big enough to have people posting about them pretty much every day. So user-generated content is great, not only to take the pressure off having to come up with your own stuff all the time, but it's social proof. Granted, user-generated content is not always good quality, it's not always good feedback either, but it's interesting for those of you that are able to repost and share what other people are talking or sharing about your company, about your brand. It does bring a level of validity and social proof to the table, which shouldn't be underestimated. And finally, number 8 is...
Prediction number 8 is the apple's gone sour.
The apple's gone sour, what does that even mean?
So, I'm just trying to read it very fast.
Quick.
But I think it's talking about Apple clamping down on the ability for marketers to retarget people using a Facebook pixel.
What can I say? iOS 14. It happened, and it will continue to shape the way that marketing is done online. Apple are a big player, one of the biggest, and Facebook are too, and they're butting heads a little bit, but it's for the best, because there was a lot of junk flying around on the internet in the last couple of years that could be very influential and sway people's feelings and thoughts, and that's still happening to a certain degree, but a lot of the things that are being put in place now are to stop that, or to help minimize the clickbait culture that we've fallen into. So what it means for us as marketers and business owners and as an agency is that quality is still always going to win. And the better we can be with our content, with our creative, the more likely we are to essentially win in our industry and have a longevity to our digital marketing. You're smiling, what's funny?
Because I'm reading it in it, you're saying about the disruption contains the potential opportunity for growth and success, and you talk about quality and all the creative and content and
Ding, ding, ding. It's the same tone. It's the same tone. But I guess that's nice for you guys watching this to know that, you know, our core strategies, core values, they're always going to be consistent. You know, we don't get attracted to shiny objects. We're very much straight. We know what we're doing. We know where our strengths are. And so if you would like to talk to us a little bit about your marketing strategy, then please do reach out, get in touch. Best way to do that is wave@tide55.com. Send an email, it'll get picked up by us and we'll follow through, make sure that we arrange a time for us to speak. Thanks very much for watching this video. It's been really interesting. Kendall, thanks for your help bringing those up. The predictions are quite accurate. We've still got, 5.5 months left, or 5 months left of the year, so we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do another one, review the year and then give some more for next year. But it's important for us as a company to stay on the vibe, on the wave, and make sure that we're keeping our fingers on the pulse, so to speak. So thank you for watching. Any questions, do ask. Until we see you again, take care of yourself out there. Keep doing it, keep fighting a good fight. And this is the longest outro ever, so I'm just going to press the button and leave you to it. See ya.